Hi, today we are going to learn about sequences. What is a sequence? Sequence is a set of numbers or shapes which follow a particular order or are related to each other in a particular way. There are two types of sequences. Number 1, number sequences. Number 2, shape sequences. The example of both is given below. The given number sequence is going up in 2s. Here, in the given shape sequence, the number of squares is increasing by 1 every time. First, let's discuss number sequence. There are two types of number sequences. First one is arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence involve addition or subtraction. In an arithmetic sequence, the same number is added or subtracted. Next is geometric sequences. Geometric sequences involve multiplication or division. In a geometric sequence, a number is multiplied or divided by the same value. Next is term-to-term rule. Each number in a number sequence is called a term. To understand a sequence, we have to understand the term-to-term rule. For example, the rule for sequence A is +7 and for sequence B is -8 as shown below. Also, the rule for sequence C is times by 5 and for sequence B is divided by 3 as shown below. Finding term-to-term rule. To find the term-to-term rule, try and find the relation between the two consecutive terms. You can work out what needs to be done to reach the one term from another. Let's try an example. What is the term-to-term rule in the sequence 2, 8, 32, 128? To find the term-to-term rule, we use any two consecutive terms. In this case, we have taken 2 and 8. Now, find out what you have to do to reach 8 from 2. You can either add 6 to 2 or multiply 2 by 4. So the term-to-term rule could be either add 6 or times by 4. Now use any other two consecutive terms and see which of the given term-to-term rule is true. In this case, we have taken 8 and 32. Let's apply both the term-to-term rules to understand which one is true. 8 added to 6 gives you 14, which is not true, whereas 8 times 4 gives you 32, which is true. Therefore, the term-to-term rule for the given sequence is times by 4. Finding missing terms in a sequence. To find a missing term in a sequence, we can use the term-to-term rule. Let's try an example. What will be the next term in the sequence 12, 24, 48, 96 and so on? Find the term-to-term rule. Here 12 added to 12 gives you 24, or 12 times 2 is 24. Now the term-to-term rule either could be add 12 or times by 2. Now 24 add 12 is 36, but 24 times 2 is 48. Therefore, term-to-term rule here is times by 2. Step 2. Apply the term-to-term rule to the last term of the sequence to find the next term in the sequence. Here, last term is 96. Term-to-term rule is times by 2. Therefore, last number in the sequence is 96 times 2, which is equal to 192. Next is shape sequences. Sequences can be made using shapes as well. Tips to find the rule in shape sequence. Number 1. Pay attention to the pattern of the shapes. Number 2. Look if the number of shapes is increasing or decreasing by a certain value. Number 3. Look if the shapes have been rotated in a certain way. Number 4. Look at the way a shape has been rearranged. Once you have figured out the pattern, use and apply it to find the missing shape in the sequence. Let's try an example. What will be the next shape in the sequence given below? It can be observed that the given triangle has been rotated. The triangle has been rotated 90 degrees clockwise to find the next term in the sequence. So, rotate the last triangle 90 degree clockwise to find the next shape in the sequence, like this. Let's try a few questions. Find the missing term in the sequence 12, 21, missing term 39 and 48. Step 1. Find the term-to-term rule. 12 added to 9 is equal to 21 and 39 added to 9 is 48. Therefore, the term-to-term rule here is add 9. Step 2. Apply the term-to-term rule to the previous term to find the missing number. Therefore, 21 added to 9 gives you 30. Therefore, the missing term here is 30. Next question. Find the next term in the sequence. Here, in each step, 2 squares are added. Therefore, these squares are bigger than the existing squares. The color of the added square is purple and the yellow alternatively. Therefore, in the next step, 2 yellow squares will be added, like this.